All right, and then we are live.
Yeah. I'm Tyrese Halliburton.
Man, I can't believe we're already at the Super Bowl.
And what a Super Bowl it will not be.
Is anybody gonna watch the Super Bowl? That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, it realistically is going to be a good game. But
Yeah.
it's just kind of wish we could just tie it, or maybe the lights can go out in the stadium like that one Super Bowl, the Ravens 49ers. It could just do
wherever
like
those two teams congregated, just
a natural weather event.
It's natural weather event is crazy.
Like it keeps getting delayed until like September, and then like the season almost starts, and then Mahomes gets an illness, so he's out a couple weeks, and then the Chiefs have a bad start next year. I mean, there's ways we could like spin it to be
So we don't wish that over here.
No, we don't want him to get hurt. That's why I said illness.
Yeah,
like, I want him to be okay.
Yeah. All right, hold on. All right.
let him do the rock paper scissors type thing.
Jesus.
It's been like 4 months in the Super Bowl, so
Yeah. And then they go out there and it's so hot because it's like July. They get heat exhaustion.
Yeah.
Like there's ways we can get a win out of this.
it's December.
Jesus.
Oh man, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all know what it is. It's the boys, 4th and 0. It is Tuesday. And man, I'll tell you, these refs are killing the game. Was it ref ball these two past games, or just bad? Actually, it was head coaching calls.
It was ref ball in the Chiefs game.
And head coaching and,
decisions by the
Lions,
49ers.
Lions to Dan Campbell. We gotta talk about it, bro.
We do.
Wow, good God, bro, let me down.
He's getting a reputation now. He's getting the Josh Allen. Well, okay, I guess we'll talk about it right away. He is not getting as much slack as Josh Allen gets. Josh Allen got so much slack for that Chiefs
bro got
game.
railroad, yes.
And it's like, Lamar, you did okay.
Yeah.
We'll get you next year.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but Josh Allen threw 4 touchdowns and no picks in that game.
Right.
And they blamed him.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have to be fair. I love Lamar, but I don't know if I can stand up for him in this one.
I don't think I can either,
No.
honestly.
Sure there was. Yeah. Okay, Devin.
Oh man, but appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We definitely gonna get into this past weekend's action. But before we do, I want to give a big shout out to Clasher Sports with the question: who's mostly to blame for the Lions' loss to the 49ers? So we have option 1, Jahmyr Gibbs with the fumble. We have option 2, Kendall Vildor with the missed interception. We got head coach Dan Campbell, yeah, for going for it twice. You know, that was what 6 points that would have
Materialized into
on the
a
board
win, technically. But
And then last we have Josh Reynolds with 2 huge drops.
I was gonna say save the best for last. It's Josh Reynolds.
Yeah,
You can't blame Dan Campbell because that's how it got there. His hoorah, go for it. It did. It
sometimes it bites you back on the ass. I mean, that's literally 6 points on the board, and they needed that 6 points.
I think you kind of have to take the good with the bad with him.
Yeah.
You can blame him, but also understand that he's kind of been there.
Right.
Resurgence.
Right, and I get it, but it's just like it doesn't change. Like it changes the whole perspective of the game if you just go and kick the field goal.
Yeah, and he should have. And I mean, if you can't win for losing the yeah,
right.
You can't win for losing because let's say he runs Badgley out there and Badgley misses one of the 2 kicks, then they're gonna go, well, Dan, you had balls and now you don't have balls because it's the NFC Championship game.
I get it. To me, it's like just take the easy points.
You should have, and it's such a high pressure game. You're not playing the Cowboys in the regular season. You take the points that you're given because it's the 49ers at the end of the day.
Because honestly, you want to put pressure on that offense to score. So you go up 6 points, you make both those field goals, then they have to play from behind.
Exactly.
And then you trust in your defense.
I do think though I'll give equal part to Josh Reynolds and to Dan Campbell. Reynolds got to catch those.
100%.
He's got to catch them.
100%.
Did not look good. So.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely not on Jared Goff. Jared Goff played well the whole season.
Yeah,
played well in the playoffs.
Yep.
the second half of that game, which I know we'll cover it a little bit more, that was the most uninspired game of football I've seen a team play.
Yeah.
Like, you could just tell that there was no momentum anymore.
Yeah,
it was
definitely.
all 49ers.
Yeah.
They started scoring, and the Lions just...
After CJ waved the fans goodbye, that's when the tables turned.
You guys miss him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, now you miss him? That is crazy. Bro last week said, hell no.
He's the CJ Gardner-Johnson fan club on Twitter and Instagram.
Ayo, Tech, roll it back to when bro said first week, he was like, oh no, yeah, we don't need bro.
Someone might need him.
Sheesh.
This week doesn't count.
Oh no, that count. That sure as hell count. But we'll definitely get into football last. I want to get on these topics for basketball really quick. We're definitely going to be rolling around for March Madness, I can tell you that much. Let's see. So Kevin Durant came out on the media, I believe it was a couple days ago, said that the Brooklyn Nets were going to give him a tribute video for him playing, 3 years? I think it was 3 years.
Couple of first round exits.
Yeah,
some real good stuff.
And see, Devin, that's why I understand why you're making that face, because AD also came out and said that there was nothing to, for them to really just be like, oh yeah, thank you for playing with
the Celtics sweeping them 4-0.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Right.
The essentials.
So I don't know. I appreciate the fact that he came out and was like, you know what, I didn't really do too much. We completed absolutely nothing. Got nothing accomplished. So you having a tribute video, it's just a waste of time.
He's on the right side of that. The Nets are just grasping at straws. I'm like,
yeah.
You have every team he's played for. You could give him a tribute video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, they didn't win, but he.
Oh yeah,
took
definitely.
That franchise
he was there 11 years.
Yeah. They won in Golden State. He's with Phoenix. Phoenix couldn't do one right now. He's done nothing. But Brooklyn, man, they just grasping at straws.
Reaching. So, your boy Ben Simmons is back.
Yeah.
His first game, almost put up a triple dub.
Yeah.
10 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists.
That's what it was, yeah.
Hell, did they win that game? I don't
you know how bad it was?
It was bad.
Well, no, so it's bad because it was FanDuel.
Right.
His line, his over-under on points, 3.5.
Ooh.
And I looked at it and I was like, this has got to go over.
Right.
But this is how bad it is. I didn't bet on it because I thought he was going to put up 2 points and go back to the bench.
Mm.
But good for him. I mean, I don't think they won.
He finessed the hell out that back injury.
I didn't see. I saw a couple of the highlights from it. He looked okay.
I saw a little bit of the game, and he was looking decent, getting back to form, but not Philly form. Yeah, but he was back to form.
I'd give it before the end of the season where something else comes up and he goes back to the bench. So.
I mean, it's the Nets. They're not really playing for nothing, so it wouldn't really matter to them anyways.
Yeah.
Let's see. The LA versus Warriors game, the LA Lakers versus Golden State game. I actually watched that Saturday, so that actually averaged nearly 4 million views. Now went to double OT
for a regular season game.
It was actually a very good game. I was definitely like, damn, these clutch players weren't really coming through the clutch, but I get it because we played 2 OTs.
Yeah.
But ref ball definitely.
What time did that game end?
I think almost midnight.
I was gonna say yeah,
almost midnight.
Yeah, West Coast.
Yeah.
That
was a very good game.
Yeah.
And speaking for the All-Star weekend, there would be men's versus women's 3-point shooting contest.
And the women's participant, don't slaughter me, I don't remember her name.
So her first name is Sabrina. Don't know her last name.
She's going against Steph.
Yeah, but she's a real good sharpshooter in the WNBA.
Yeah.
So
apparently she is actually good.
Yeah.
She said she's going to shoot at the men's 3-point line. So
yeah. She's on par. She's on par, not on par Steph Curry, but she's a sniper.
Yeah. So good for her. I mean, that takes balls. I mean,
bro, really about to. About to get us.
Devin's got some issues.
Bro, really about to get us. Yeah, man's really about to get us.
Devin, this is the translation. His face is saying this is a good opportunity for both sides, and we should support it.
Right.
See, there we go. We just said that. Holy shit. Can you edit his face out just for this thing?
Oh man. Let's see.
All-star lineups were announced.
Oh, were they?
Well, yes.
Oh shoot. Okay. Let me. Oh, to be announced Thursday. 14-player. Oh, the reserves. Okay.
Yeah, the reserves were announced.
Okay.
Yeah, the starting fives were announced.
Okay. All right. Actually, let me get those because I totally forgot about those. 2014. What the fuck am I on?
LeBron, D Wade, Bosh.
I put in 2014. It finished it as Forest Hill Drive.
Oh my god!
I was like, oh shit, take me back,
This is
man.
a music podcast.
Right. So 2024 All-Star roster for the Eastern Conference, we got Giannis, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton, D. Lillard, and your boy JT.
Yep.
Then we got the Western Conference starters. We got obviously LeBron, Luka, KD, Shea. Y'all know, yeah. Gilchrist, Alex.
Yeah,
okay, just
yeah.
make sure.
Yeah.
Shy. And Jokic. He is their center. So the reserves will be announced this Thursday at before like I know there's a game Thursday.
Draft them?
Not this year. I don't think. No,
Not this year. No.
Which I'm glad they did away.
Yeah,
with it.
low key. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad that they did. It was low key. It was
Made it feel corny.
Yeah.
Every other league just does it straight. I mean, the
Mhm.
NHL doesn't. They do draft. Yeah.
I think it's maybe every year the last pick gets a free car.
Oh, okay.
I
Don't pick me.
Right. I wish.
Then it's like a Chevy Cobalt. It's like God.
Yeah, like yeah, never mind.
Nah,
Y'all keep. Yeah, y'all keep that.
Ovechkin.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, please don't pick me. I'm like, he's from Russia. He's like, I don't have a car. Please.
Don't
Don't pick me.
put that on the side. Please don't pick me. They'd be like, sure, okay. What was I gonna say about the All-Star vote? I mean, I think it's pretty straight up and narrow. I know the West is pretty solid.
Yeah, I think they need to go back to the. I know they're trying to make it like bring more viewers, but I think they need to go back to the old way of how they did the All-Star game.
I know the big snub is Brunson not getting in over Lillard. I don't get it.
I mean, I think that's actually tough.
Brunson will
That
get
is
in as a
tough.
reserve, but I feel like he should have been starting.
Yeah,
I mean, it's all about
I
name
mean, but
recognition.
Dame did go off for like I know he had at least 5 games where he went over 30.
Yeah, he had a couple, but I mean, Brunson's stat line, I think there was the last 6 or 7 games.
Yeah,
It's been
he
like
went like
25, 30, 35, 30, 40. Yeah, he's been bouncing back and forth.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know if you're going to get to it, but
Yeah.
Luka putting up 72.
Oh yeah, I was gonna. Yeah,
Okay,
I was gonna get there.
okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I figured it was
Mhm.
somewhere. But
Yeah, I was definitely gonna get to that. Lakers D'Angelo Russell was fined $15,000 for kicking the ball into the stands. So it's actually funny because after that game where they won, I remember he posted on Instagram under the comment, and he was like, "I swear to God, I tried to miss that ball," and he punted that shit into the stands.
God.
And folks was like, "Oh yeah, man, that's light. Yeah, $15,000, man, that ain't shit." I was like,
game of kickball, $15,000 game of
"Jeez,
kickball,
bro,
Yeah.
that's crazy." Shout out to Manu Ginobili. He was actually watching the Spurs, and then they had to do the old like the bat back into the arena.
Oh yeah,
From the time that bro caught a bat with his hands.
He had all the rabies shots and everything.
Bro just smacked the hell out of that thing and picked it up with his bare hands.
He clawed that thing.
Yeah.
I did that in hockey too.
Was it a bat?
Yeah. Stick it.
Ugh.
These animals catching strays.
Facts. Before we get to the Luka thing, so last time when we aired, Adrian Griffin, he was released from the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes.
Like I swear, Doc Rivers was waiting outside the arena.
That was the next day.
Next day, Doc Rivers is hired as their head coach.
So it is a little sneaky. It's funny you say that.
Yeah.
He got hired, I guess, as an advisor like 3 weeks before that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So it came out. I guess he was like, it was some like fan like advisor to the basketball chief of operations, something stupid.
Yeah.
But he was like hanging around the team.
What?
So they fired in the second. They were like, "Doc, you ready? Come up."
No.
I don't know.
That's
I mean, it's a little shady. When
that's
it comes out
grimy
like
work.
Yeah. But yeah, so Doc again has a chance to prove that he's. I don't know. He has to prove something. One championship in 20+ years.
He got to prove that he's a championship head coach.
You've rocked with some good rosters, and you've won one championship in, I said, 20-something years.
I don't think that team was a coach away from winning. They had all the pieces, but good Lord. So, I mean, I don't understand how Doc still has a job after all those 3-1 leads blown, no adjustments.
Because they kept, that's like, it's ESPN time. Let him commentate. He's very knowledgeable. Let him sit up there. People like him. They're giving him another chance.
I bet he was blowing phones up to be like, yo, give me out these seats. I want to be commentating. I want to be coaching.
He has coached good teams.
Yeah.
And he's won
and lost all of them. And now he got another chance to ruin another team.
I don't know.
But, Ronnie, as you said, Luka went off for 73 and Booker went off for 62 in the same night.
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy.
Booker didn't really get talked about because Luka went crazy.
Right.
The most since Kobe's 81 game.
Yeah.
So.
I think, so Embiid went off for 70.
Mm-hmm.
Cat went off for 62, I think 63?
62 or 63, I think, yeah.
Then we got Book going off for 62 and Luka 73. Are we thinking one of these might pass up Kobe's record?
It's getting close. And honestly, I know Tim Hardaway was fucking around with the ball.
Yeah.
So they probably could have got him to 81.
Yeah.
I think he got 70. He hit 70. I think it was like 6 or 7 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
They could have kept feeding him the ball.
Right.
It is what it is. I think we're going to see it. Maybe not this year, but it's getting close.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's crazy. All that in the same time span. Did you see Grant Williams' goofy ass? You see what he posted?
Was that in relation to that clip between he and KD?
No, he posted a picture of him and Luka on Instagram. He wrote 83 points. Congrats, Luka, because he had 10. And he took a selfie with him, and Luka's just like, bro, can you get away from me?
Grant's so goofy.
He's had a history of that.
Grant goofy as shit, dog. I like how I don't like, but they're really trying to pin Grant as like some dirty player now after that little scuffle with KD.
I saw,
I'm just like, bro, like
it's Grant Williams.
Bro, I mean, but he not dirty along those lines.
They were saying that too. The Heat series last year, they were trying to pin him at that.
Oh
too.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because he was scrappy with Jimmy B.
He was getting physical.
Yeah, I mean, but that physicality and being dirty. I mean, if your name is Zaza Pachulia, then that's dirty.
A little different, yeah.
That's dirt. That's dirt. But
Zaza got into it.
Yeah, rolling ankles and shit.
Yeah.
But okay.
There's like, to me, it's like Draymond, Zaza, and then like Grant would be like,
right. Oh yeah, he wouldn't even be in the same category because he's not dirty. I mean, but that's what you want. But people complain like, oh, I don't get it.
Yeah.
They really trying to paint, bro, or something. Let's see here. Let's see. They came out with the All-Star jerseys. I mean, okay. So we have 5 teams to watch at the NBA trading deadline. I'm going to give it one more week because I've seen a lot of reports circulating, like 3-team trades.
Yeah.
Star players getting traded. People have been in the rumor mill for like years. I'm gonna wait till next Tuesday.
And then go
the 6th. I'm gonna wait till the 6th because the trade deadline is on the following 8th that week. So I'm gonna wait to cover if there are any more crazy trades.
And we might get a couple before that. Too,
right.
So
Right. So I'll definitely keep an eye out for that.
I know Brad Stevens has said for the last couple months he's looking for another wing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I would for y'all.
I think they brought up Gordon Hayward as like the perfect candidate if he gets bought out or they just want to dump him.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it works salary wise. So unless they wanted to do like a 3-team trade, but yeah, we'll see. There's always like a one trade I feel like that comes out and we didn't expect it.
Right.
It's kind of not talked about. So Also, the Heat have gotten worse.
Yeah.
Since
Mhm.
Scary Terry went there.
Yeah. I mean,
Mr. Thick.
I know he's adjusting, but like I forgot who they're playing against. Oh, they play Jaw rivalry.
Yeah.
Wow, that was
like a 25-point loss.
That was bad.
We also took it on the chin to the Clippers too, which was.
Oh yeah, y'all did get clapped by the Clippers.
And that was we lost by like 25 to them, and then we beat the Heat by 25. So.
Yeah, that was a humbling turn of events.
Yeah, but the Heat, I think, have lost like 6 out of the last 7 or something like that. So
yeah, I mean, they really don't have anybody on that team. I mean, because they got rid of all their role players, all their good people went to other places.
Caleb Martin's. Who left? Gabe Vincent left. Max Strus left. Duncan Robinson's still there. Apparently, he's untouchable.
Yeah, well, which is, I mean, bro was good. What, like 3 years ago?
Yeah,
like he was solid 3 years ago. Like,
he was decent in the playoffs last year, but untouchable is a strong word.
Yeah, no. I mean, he technically untouchable trading wise because if they get rid of him, they literally have nobody on.
I get when it comes to that. They need to get rid of Tyler Hero because he does not fit that team anymore.
I think they just need to get him more looks offensively because that team goes through Jimmy.
Yes.
So it's like if you set up. So it's like if I don't want to say take a page out of the Warriors book, but trying to get him some easy looks so he can get some like go to the free throw line. Get him some mid-range looks. I feel like if that team
fit his skill set a little bit more. He's a talented player, but like he's just kind of getting lost in that shuffle.
I just don't think that they're making the right plays for him, and then when he finally gets the ball, he's just not capitalizing.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Yeah.
But other than that, when I look at this stuff, there's like nothing. Hold on. Pelicans score franchise record 153 points. Zion handed out 11 assists during that game. Cavs, hell, this man's name. Tristan Thompson suspended 25 games without pay. He violated the terms of the NBA NBPA anti-drug program. I don't know why, because it's. I know they're in the top seed, like the top 8 for playoffs, but I'm like, why you? What did you have to gain by doing that?
At this stage of his career, too, I don't.
Right, that's why I'm confused. I'm like, bro, you already have a chip. You really just there to fill in.
He's got the Kardashian connection.
Oh my gosh,
he's pretty much got what he needs. He could have just wrote out his career.
He could have, but hey, I mean, I get it. You want to make more money. I totally understand, but you out 25 games. No,
and this was like one of the. We haven't had a lot of like doping basketball violations against Tristan Thompson, which is kind of nuts. But
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm not understanding. But you know what? Hey, each their own. Yeah, I heard. I don't know what that was. But you know what? I think that's enough about basketball. Is there anything that y'all want to?
Devin, you got any?
Y'all want to bring up? Because actually, let's shift some gears, man. Because we definitely need to talk about some football. Because I am.
You got anything? No.
Yeah, we can talk about football.
Honestly, we got to slide in the Vince McMahon thing before we get.
Yo! Shout out to Pat McAfee for eliminating himself in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that was
totally forgot to bring that up. Shout out to you, because I was watching that shit. I was like, ain't no way bro about to hop in the ring. Bro actually got in the ring.
He said on his podcast that they didn't tell him.
Oh,
that he didn't know he was going in. Yeah. Like, eventually, I guess, when they called his name, they told him just to, like bounce up, make it funny, get in there, and be like, oh, hell no. But he didn't know he was getting called, so that was, like, a genuine reaction.
Oh, yeah, I remember, because he was actually just talking about it this morning, but I didn't have the volume up because I was working. And he said one of the dudes that was wrestling, he was a former football player for the Ravens.
That's Braun Breaker, which is...
yeah, he was. I didn't realize.
That's Scott Steiner's nephew.
What? Yeah. I see that.
He was a fullback for the Ravens. This was like 3-4 years ago. Yeah.
Bro looked like a fucking linebacker.
I know.
What the hell fullback about him?
He's not like super... He's like, cut and everything.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a fullback.
Yeah.
But yeah, he
bro was brolic as hell. I'm like, don't let bro close on you.
No.
he gave somebody a mean spine buster.
Did you see that? He's quick too. If you see him in the ring, I'm like,
yeah, he quick. But yeah, let's actually get into this. We'll keep the report PG.
There's a lot of
there's a lot of not PG censor news that we will not be reporting about.
No,
but
yeah.
So with the Vince McMahon case, bro, basically just got caught being horny. He was out here trafficking people. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize it was to the extent that he was defecating on individuals' heads.
There was one young lady that was
lovely individual,
the centerpiece of the whole thing, and she's the one that's filing the lawsuit.
Yeah,
and there's some of that in there. There's text messages if you guys want to go read
those text messages were actually wild.
Yeah,
that man.
Yeah,
we can. So to keep it clean, I can say that man had an infatuation with toaster strudels. Yeah. Because if you read the text messages, there was a thread on Twitter. If you read the messages, that man was down bad for some strudel. Y'all can use them context clues because I'm not gonna put two and two together. And that was some dirty work.
And how do I say this without? Okay, I'm gonna formulate. He was using adult toys that get used in the bedroom for ladies.
He was using them PS5 controllers.
Yeah. He was naming the adult toys that women use after the wrestlers.
Yeah.
And they all had specific names. I'm not joking.
That Trish Strat I'm playing.
Yeah, he was like, like, and he would code them for whichever.
Mm-hmm.
He would like code the names for like whatever size it was or whatever.
Code name so and so.
So
horny machine buster.
He was naming them finishing moves.
Yeah,
it really is. We're joking about it a little bit. If you read it, it's very disturbing.
Because I was dead ass reading that. I'm like, so he down with the brothers. I don't know what it is about that part, but that man had
he was in
that boy wanted some like that man was into some despicable nonsense.
No, he was.
The debauchery was out of this world.
And unfortunately, one of my favorite, like, overall just athletes, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Caught in the middle of it.
Yeah, bro did catch a gnarly stray.
So I guess, what he was trying to get Brock Lesnar to re-sign.
Mm-hmm.
So he used this woman that's in the center of all of it.
Yeah.
As like he trafficked her.
Mm-hmm.
He said Brock taped her, which is crazy too. Yeah. But if they are true, obviously everyone deserves due process, but
yeah, get him out of there.
Bury him under the jail cells. I don't know. I mean,
get him out of there.
Yeah.
I saw something where, what was it? He pulled up to a AEW show.
Oh, really?
I think I don't know. Someone dropped it. I don't know if it was a meme or what, but after he resigned from WWE,
he moved over there. Oh,
or I don't know if he moved, but I don't know.
Like popped in.
Yeah, maybe I don't know if like the timeline is skewed, so I definitely have to go back and look at that. But yeah, that was some crazy work.
I will give a shout out to the whole because it's like the WWE UFC merger now.
Mm-hmm.
They got him out of there quick.
Fast.
They wasted
in a hurry.
No time.
Yep, had to.
Sponsors started pulling out. I know Slim Jim was like, "No, we're done."
Yeah.
Like, well, no, Vince is done. Yeah. You can come back because he's out.
Yeah.
Can't keep that around.
Mm-hmm.
But it really doesn't surprise me. I mean, if you see like how wrestling used to be.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah.
That was on him pulling that. So it doesn't surprise me.
He was in those in that SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. He was probably the reason for like two of them matches.
Yeah. Bra and panties matches.
Come on.
Yeah, that was boys became men to that.
And then all my other WWE matches, bra and panties.
Yeah.
Like this man was horny.
Yeah, it's sick. I did see a meme too. It was like when Vince McMahon meets Chris Benoit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The Chris Benoit versus Vince McMahon match in Hell's gonna go crazy.
Bro, about to give him 3 suplexes into a freaking crossfade. Yo, Jesus. But that is it, man. I hope CM Punk makes a speedy recovery. He tore his tricep at the Rumble. He and it was Cody Rhodes. I think it was.
That Cody Rhodes got hurt?
No,
Oh.
they were wrestling, and
Yeah,
I guess
something.
it was a weird sequence that he didn't not roll the right way, but
He
eventually
landed on it, I think, wasn't it?
yeah, led up to him tearing his tricep, so he will miss the WrestleMania event.
Yeah, and you could see he was upset because you know right away.
Yeah,
little pop up there. And,
yeah. And shout out to H for retelling the same story that we saw last WrestleMania.
Yeah, he's running it back. Roman Reigns. It's in Philly. I mean, it's WrestleMania 40.
And then, so guess what happens when, let's say, Roman wins again?
Bro, they're about to be rioting like.
Imagine
wrestling fans in Philly. Dude.
Imagine wrestling fans in general. Like, who the hell wants to see that? So we got your Boston game coming up.
Yeah.
Here, so I'm about to put a different game on.
That's fine. Yeah.
But my God, bro, like who honestly wants to see that?
I don't know. I mean, I kind of get what they're doing. I'm trying to like keep up with it a little bit, but. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's nothing different. I mean, they're kind of just replaying what they did last year.
I mean, but who receives a bigger pop? Roman Reigns defending his title because he's had it for so long, or Seth, who he's not even scheduled to wrestle because I think he had a MCL.
He got hurt too, yeah.
Yeah, I think he had an MCL injury. Yeah. So yeah, he won't. Honestly, he'll be cleared probably around WrestleMania.
Which I'm sure they'll probably run him out there.
Right.
Which is funny. We're talking about wrestling like booming up, and now we get people like getting hurt all the time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Nature of the beast.
Yeah,
Nature of the beast. Yeah. But y'all ready for some football?
I think so. Can we get in there?
Man.
What, for topics or
news?
Oh
no, cause I got the news up here. Is there anything specifically that y'all wanted to talk about as far as just like things that happen?
Let's see.
And what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna start the news from when we last aired to current, so I'm not reading backwards. We definitely gotta talk about that whole situation with Kells and Mahomes with Justin Tucker.
Yeah, that's.
I didn't really like that, but. Yeah.
And
oh fuck! I totally forgot we hired Kellen Moore. I didn't know how to feel about that.
Wait, I want to talk as a fan right now.
God,
you guys got two coordinators that will transform that team.
So I like our defensive coordinator because he.
Fangio.
Yes, because he was with Fangio with the Dolphins, and then we got another. I think we got a D-line coordinator.
That was today. I think you guys just hired.
He was with the Seahawks, and that line was a tough D line. So I'm actually glad that those are solid.
Up a little bit. Those are two good hires.
It's the freaking it's the OC. It's our OC because I mean Kellen Moore did wonders for the Cowboys.
He did. He had that offense clicking.
Then he became a scapegoat.
Yep.
Then he went to the Chargers. They got injured, so we really never got to see how well Kellen Moore did.
Yeah, I mean, I think he would have done fine with that offense at full strength.
Right.
Like you said, they didn't get the whole opportunity. The whole team was a mess. The team is still a mess. Mm-hmm. But no, those are two very solid hires. He's coming in to an offense that is completely set. They just need someone with a clear mind to run it.
Right.
Which that's all he's got to do.
Right. And now I am curious to see who we rehire or resign as far as just players. Yeah. If we can get my only thing is if we get DeAndre Swift back, I am good.
But I would say you guys could let Cunningham and Leonard walk. I don't see a reason to bring them back.
I'm cool with that. I mean,
I don't see a reason.
Maybe Shaq for veteran presence, but as far as that defense is getting a little older, so it is about time that we start actually getting some younger pieces in there.
That's what I say. Maybe you retain one and then draft a linebacker at some point in the middle rounds.
Keep Shaq.
I would say you guys should
let Cunningham walk. No disrespect, bro.
From what I kept up with, he had a decent season for you guys, but he's never been like a difference maker on that defense.
Nah, yeah.
Weren't keeping him.
Nah, because a lot of those up the gut runs that we let slide was atrocious. So let bro slide. I'm cool with that.
But yeah, Fangio, defensive coordinator in Denver,
Mm-hmm.
always had a good defense.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive coordinator with Miami last year, they had a good defense.
Right.
He had Jalen Ramsey running on all cylinders after the injury.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's like the best hire you guys could have had, and I'm pretty sure he's from that area. I think he wanted to go back there. So yeah, that's solid.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. So 2024 Pro Bowl games. Keenan McCardell and Wes Welker will be the offensive coordinators of the flag game.
Oh.
So yeah, that offense got to be on all cylinders.
I'm surprised Wes isn't getting any looks as an OC.
Right.
I mean, he does have Waddle and Hill in Miami, but yeah, how do you OC a flag football game?
We're about to find out, honestly.
Just run and try to get open. I don't really know.
Right. Aaron Jones confident in Packers' future. Quote, "We are going to be dangerous. We're going to be special." After this past season, the NFC North has a lot to look forward to.
It does, and they talked about the Lions' window getting a little tougher because let's say Cousins comes back, he would have a solid quarterback. You still have Jefferson healthy, Addison.
They do have a good defense too.
Have a good defense. Maybe add another piece in the draft here, there, whatever.
Yep.
So
Green Bay on the come up.
And let's just talk about Caleb. He goes to the Bears and turns out to be what he can be, then you got them in the division too. So
I still don't think that Caleb will change that team. I think that everything around the quarterback is what needs to change. I think that they do have good defensive pieces. O-line still sucks. Running game, I mean, Fields has to run the ball more than the running back. So if you can get a solid offensive line and get wide receivers and tight ends.
I was going to say you can't just run DJ Moore by himself, though.
Correct. Actually, keep Cole Kmet. I'm sorry. Get another wide receiver. Just get more offensive pieces, and that team will be straight. I don't think it's...
Well, so that's what... And the conversation, which we're going to talk about as the draft gets closer, but like, who's to say you don't draft Marvin Harrison at 1?
Right.
And then run Harrison, Moore, Kmet, get a maybe veteran running back in the offseason, spacing out, help with the O-line.
Right.
Why don't you just keep Fields? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Like you said, I don't know if you put Caleb in that offense. If he's going to take them to like 11, 10 wins.
And I say that because don't kick out a quarterback that already knows the system. Just put more people around him because you're going to bring Caleb in. And I'm not dogging Caleb, but towards the end of the last year in college, it was a struggle.
Yeah.
Even though he has a high upside, it's just it would be more smarter to roll with the quarterback you drafted who knows the system and the
he's
players.
Well liked there. Yeah.
He is well respected versus Caleb, who, as you said, I think it was a couple weeks ago, has a attitude problem.
Yeah.
Comes off as not more so diva-ish, and he said that he didn't even want an interview with most of the teams.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, he said that. Yeah, you said that.
So the only thing I'll stick up for him for was the part ownership thing. Remember that came out?
Yeah.
That was not true. They ended up...
They debunked that?
They debunked that. The rest of that, though, I mean, you see his actions. You can see how he is.
Right.
That one was like the nail in the coffin. I'm like, if he's asking for that, don't touch him. But they did trail that back.
Shoot. My fault, Josh. I'm just now seeing your comment, bro. So, yeah, it's obvious that Roman's going to win again. Yeah, at the Rumble. Yeah, I mean... Honestly, if they really want eyes to WWE, I think Roman should just lose the title.
Well, I mean, Cody Rhodes just went on Jimmy Fallon, too.
Right.
He did really well on there. Like, he had the whole outfit on, the gimmick, everything. So, I think if they want... Yeah, he could be a face of their company. I don't see an issue with it. Roman doesn't really do anything.
No.
He kind of just...
That's his... Unfortunately, that's his role. Yeah, that's just... Yeah.
But he's mysterious. He's like, yeah.
It's always like that for champions. I mean, I think the only like more active champion that actually like wrestled shows as well was like I can think of John Cena.
Yeah, he was
way
on
back
like
in the day.
On
every show, wrestled every main event, never took a day off.
And that's the thing with like as he's like winding down with his career, we're like, damn, we kind of didn't appreciate that. Like growing up, I didn't like that he used to win all the time, but I'm like, yeah, that dude was like every event.
Yeah, every event, every
Going-
pay-per-view, every like
Going at it.
whatever stipulation it was, like bro competed.
And he was doing like the smaller like live
Mhm.
events and stuff too. Like he
Mhm.
was traveling.
Yeah, he was doing a
So-
whole lot of stuff versus like no disrespect to Brock when he was champion. He didn't even show up to a show. Roman, I mean, he's showing up to shows, but when's the last time bro wrestled besides over the Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's hit and miss, yeah.
So, going back to the NFL news, Bears hire Eric Washington as their new defensive coordinator. He was a former Buffalo Bills assistant head coach and defensive line coach. So that'll definitely bolster their defense. Let's see. We already passed the NFC title game. Patriots expected to hire DeMarcus Covington as new defensive coordinator. How you feel about that?
That's a good hire. He's been there, I think, 4 or 5 years. And he's kind of been everywhere, like assistant to defensive play calling. He's been, I think, linebacker coach.
Mhm.
He was last year was the D-line coach, which the one strength we had, we were a mess, but we got after the quarterback. So,
Right.
yeah, that's a good hire. He's in the same boat as Mayo, where
Mhm.
the locker room loves him. So,
Okay.
might as well just keep him on board.
So y'all really got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, which,
Nice.
I mean, we still haven't hired an offensive coordinator, which is
Yeah,
our issue.
but honestly, with that signing with the defensive coach, I think y'all have something to look forward to. In
They
your OC.
know where their bread and butter is. It's our
Yeah,
defense.
right.
It's like that's just where it's at right now. We don't
Mhm.
have a good offense, so
Right.
yeah. I mean, they're making the right steps, but we still don't have a GM or an OC.
Mhm. Let's see. Can I even say this on YouTube? Man convicted of manslaughter and deletion of former New Orleans Saints star Will Smith.
Yeah.
So yeah. So well, finally, wow. Nearly
That was a
8
while.
years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
That man was on the run for 8 years.
How many Will Smiths are there?
In the NFL?
Just sports.
There's a
There's a lot.
Yeah.
is there one in hockey?
There's one in hockey. There's
Yeah.
one in baseball.
He was with the Saints. He was, I think, an
Mhm.
O lineman.
Defensive lineman.
Oh, defensive lineman.
Yeah,
Okay, my bad.
D line. No, you good.
Because I remember him. I remember the name. Like I remember he was a.
Oh yeah, he
player.
was one of those stars on defense.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And that was back during their like Bountygate thing. I think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that's when that was before Darren Sharper was on the team. Or I
Hardest
think it
hitting
was.
safety in the league.
Or I think.
Darren Sharper.
Yeah.
Does
But
anyone know the Darren Sharper story either? You
I
about that?
know I do know that man was
He was a serial,
yeah.
non-consensual
Yeah.
kind of guy.
Yeah, he got down in some
We're trying to keep it PG here.
well, we trying to keep it so we don't get shadow banned.
Yeah, we don't want to get shadow banned, but
Because I know
Darren
these,
Sharper's about as sick as McMahon was.
Yeah. That man was
Sicko.
the debauchery was out of this world.
Yes.
So, linebacker Kayvon Thibodeau, Thibodeau. Okay. He basically said how we all felt when Daniel Jones got signed. He said, "quote I feel like Saquon should have been paid before Daniel Jones." I don't think Saquon should come back.
No.
What's up?
He just said that?
Yeah, well, yeah, he just said that in the
Which is
report.
nuts because Kayvon Thibodeau is what? This is his 3rd year in the league?
Yeah.
So it's not like he's like an old player saying that. Like he's in the locker room with him.
I mean,
but it's not wrong.
they all know.
They all know.
When did Daniel Jones sign?
Last
year.
He's just figuring this out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, he's just now voicing it, but I'm sure he felt like this since the news broke.
I can't remember. There's definitely some instances. I can't remember of a team jumping that quick to re-sign someone off 1 year. They made the playoffs and beat the Vikings. Vikings
and they gave him a hefty bag.
Yeah, just because of that. And they had time too, because I think he had an extra year before they had to decline his 5th year.
He did.
So they didn't even have to do it that offseason.
Right.
And I don't want to throw him under the bus because he's definitely not in the same bracket. But like same thing with Jalen Hurts. You guys didn't need to at the time, but you pulled the trigger because you were like, "Hey, Jalen, thanks for getting us to the Super Bowl."
Well, he showed promise, and it was well deserved because honestly, you don't want to just service a quarterback like that with that type of MVP performance.
And see, but so like I will say in like the same category, one of them went to the Super Bowl
one of them won a playoff game.
One of them won a playoff game.
Right.
Like, just
And then you got to think about it because they didn't really have any stable quarterbacks. They were going through the motions with so many quarterbacks. It's like, okay, so he finally got us where we needed to be.
Yeah.
Okay, this
This
promise.
must be the guy. Yeah.
Right. So we're going to sign him into a crazy bag because that could have been.
It wasn't even like
It was.
Here's a pat on the back. It's like
no, because he was. I remember he was the first quarterback signed. It was like what 150, 130, 150.
Yeah.
It was between
5
those
years.
two.
Yeah,
crazy. And then you got your star running back who the offense literally lives or dies with to a franchise tag.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
And you realistically could have just saved money because
you
weren't going to pay Saquon that much.
Right.
Running backs don't make that much.
Exactly.
You could have done probably 570, 580, made him a very high paid running back, and then Daniel Jones.
Right. Could have went out and got some wide receivers. Definitely need a new wide receiving core.
Yeah, you're running on Sterling Shepard, who gets hurt all the time, and then what's his name? Darius Slayton. Yeah,
Darius Slayton.
Yeah.
And then so that team is hit and miss, and then you still need a new O-line because Daniel Jones is running all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just gonna pay the quarterback for
it.
And want to compete in one of the toughest divisions. Hey, good luck, Giants fans. Y'all figure it out. Y'all gonna figure it out. Falcons hiring Rams quarterback coach Zach Robinson as their offensive coordinator.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We signed Chargers offensive coordinator Kellen Moore for our OC position. We did mention it before. It does give our offense life because he is very creative with the offensive schemes.
Yeah.
It's not any it's not being predictable. I think he will use all of our offensive weapons to our disposal. Again, my thing is I just want DeAndre Swift to come back. If he comes back, we're good to go.
Yeah.
I think there was a presser with Nick.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Oh, was it like the meeting with the media thing? Was it him and
Howie,
yeah.
Or Jeffrey Roseman.
Like, when the OC runs the offense and the DC runs the defense, what do? He said, coach.
Cool. That's great.
You really earned that job, brother.
He becomes an ass hat in front of everyone.
Yeah.
You know what's bad when you act like a child in the Super Bowl and your quarterback, who is significantly younger than you, has to put you in check.
Yeah. Gotta love my team, right? Hey, I gotta roll with these boys regardless, man. I gotta roll with them. I'm not a fair weather fan. I gotta roll with them. Let's see. So, quarterback Jared Goff in the lines to have extension talks in the offseason. Well deserved. What's up?
Breaking news. Brady replacing Olsen on Fox. Confirms that he will be Network's lead NFL game analyst in 2024.
Oh, thank God.
There's also, I don't know if it was confirmed, that Fox gets the Super Bowl next year, so he's probably going to get the Super Bowl.
Can we actually get bro for a primetime game?
Oh.
Please. Get Chris Collinsworth. Get Tony Romo up out of there. At this point, get Joe Buck up out of there.
Let's see, yes.
At this point, man, he just need to start commentating.
That was NBC
games,
and CBS. He needs to
start washing these dudes out of there, bro. Please.
You're gonna see with Brady, and I'm not just saying that because he's like my dude, but he's gonna be like a more tolerable version of because the knowledge is there, but it's not gonna be like,
and bro,
is that Mahomes?
He's mad chill.
He's chill. That's all you. Yeah.
He's not a glazer.
Yeah.
I see him glaze himself. Oh, yeah, we beat them.
You know what? And I'm fine. And I'm fine with bro flexing. I am so fine with bro flexing because I'd rather him flex than Tony Romo sit up here and get on hand and knee, and I'm not gonna finish that.
Yeah.
Pray for his good Lord and Savior.
Right.
There is like talk, and I don't think it's gonna happen because I don't see him. But like, what if Belichick goes to Fox too?
I'd be fine with that.
He actually
I don't think I can watch it.
I think Bo got a personality.
No, not on commentary, but like where Vic's at, Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
Put him on like the pregame at 12.
Oh yeah, here comes Patrick Mahomes.
Oh my God.
And you're gonna get him to do outlandish shit too. They'd be like, "Bill, come here, put that helmet on."
Yeah,
as a fullback or something.
Go Navy.
Good. Hey, I watched the 1950 Navy game, and those guys were just different. They were just really, really good.
Oh shit.
Get up, Bill. You're flatlining.
Jesus.
Bill.
Oh man.
Bill, you've been born to shit. Oh, this is coach, and this is how I'm gonna comment. So.
God.
Oh man. Okay. So Steelers, this was actually 2 days ago, but they actually confirmed that Steelers signed head coach Arthur Smith for an offensive coordinator position for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know how to.
Only silver lining, if you're a Steelers fan, is that he did have Derrick Henry running at monstrous numbers in Tennessee as an OC. So he's got, what's his name, Jalen Warren and Najee. If he can make it, if he can maximize their potential, it might not be bad. But also, you don't have a quarterback. So
I need to get a blue hat. We're gonna start calling Cap, bro.
Arthur Smith used to not having a quarterback,
right? Yeah.
Every offense he's been a part of has not had a quarterback. Tennessee had Tannehill.
Bro has an affinity for non-quarterbacks.
You better stack up those running backs. Sign Zeke in the offseason. Sign everyone.
You got Kenny Pickett.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Yeah, maybe bring Derek to Pittsburgh.
Mason Rudolph.
God. I don't know if it's a horrible hire, but someone posted it was a video. I don't know which wide receiver it was, but he was like breaking everything on the sidelines. George Pickens after they run their third straight of the game or something. Yeah, they're not going to get well.
Yeah, no, I mean it's a good move replacing Matt, or who was it?
Matt Canada.
Matt Canada, yeah. But wow, I mean, it only stops the bleeding momentarily.
It's a problem though when you see what they did with the weapons they had in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what are they gonna?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I wish them the best. I hope it works.
Bills promote interim offensive coordinator Joe Brady to full-time OC.
Smart move.
I mean, after what he did this past season, y'all should have did that like second game.
Whenever Ken Dorsey got fired and he took over,
that was the Bills. That was the Bills that we've been wanting to see. And then
they started ticking upwards.
Exactly,
that came a long way from they're not going to make the playoffs.
Exactly, that's the Bills that we've been dying to see for weeks.
Yes, yeah.
Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce passes Jerry Rice for most receptions in postseason history. We're definitely going to talk about those games because how does the Chiefs go from struggling all season to all of a sudden knowing how to play football, Kelce catching the ball,
not dropping it anymore.
We don't talk about it.
There's a little girl and she's going to be in Tokyo 3 days.
For the
Super Bowl, and that's why.
And I was mad that I sat up here and read that little that slideshow was on a post on IG about how Taylor could possibly make the Super Bowl. This is no longer a sports channel.
I can't believe I'm going to do this because you guys are going to start looking at me sideways. I think the Taylor Swift hate train is slightly exaggerated for a reason.
What?
Hear me out.
Hold on.
I think
do I need to get the chairs?
No, wait.
Get the tables.
Wait, no, no 3Ds are needed.
Devin, get the tables.
No 3Ds are needed.
Hey, D for Bubba Ray.
You can be Bubba Ray.
Get the tables.
Get the tables. Get the tables. This turned out better than I thought it was going to do.
Get the tables, bro.
I think she's contributing. The NFL's notion. They're going to help the Chiefs because, yes, she's bringing in money. But I saw there was a thing. It was like her screen time on these games is not as high as you think it is. She's running like 30, 45 seconds of actual screen time in the box during the game.
Why is it that they're panning to her? I get it. It's Taylor Swift. Yeah. I totally understand it. It's just the fact that they go out of their way
to show her.
Kelce catches the ball. What's she doing? Yeah. How's she reacting? He scores a touchdown. They used to pan over the whole stadium when the stadium would erupt. They go straight to her. That's what we're annoyed with.
It's. I get that. I do. Like I said, it's a business. They're making money off of her. They're getting more viewers. There's going to be a lot of girls that know nothing about football, but Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift's boyfriend's playing. Views.
Fellas, what did I said this like 2 weeks ago. Fellas, don't let y'all girl watch football. Because she going to be like, oh, who that? And then now she following dude Instagram.
Nick Bosa.
Nick Bosa.
McCaffrey and Bosa.
Come on, bro. last year, all these girls who weren't in the Black Dudes, all of a sudden in the Black Dudes when Philly was playing. Can we talk about it?
Jalen Hurts was the most handsome man alive.
Apparently, but now no one likes him now.
That guy's a loser.
Come on, bro. But yeah, my fault.
I don't know. I'm just I get it. I get it's frustrating at the same way because it's just like it's unnecessary. But
they're not keeping it sports.
It's almost not even Taylor Swift exclusively. It's the family,
right?
And it's the Chiefs concept. It's Patrick bitching when he doesn't get a call. It's his brother,
right?
It's
his wife,
Travis Kelce's attitude, his wife. There's a lot there, and I think Taylor's just happened to get grouped into it. But we were pissed about them last year.
Oh yeah,
the year before,
yeah.
the year before.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely not
it's the Chiefs' ideology, which is just frustrating.
It's the icing on the cake with Taylor, but before it used to be like Mahomes and his crew.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, it was probably better for his brother because his brother's not getting any notoriety.
Oh yeah, because he set him straight. He said, "You start acting up, you out of here."
I would much rather get a couple of Taylor Swift clips than see his brother. I will put it that way.
I mean, I still never forgave dude for dancing on Sean Taylor's I still haven't let that go. That lives rent free in my head.
Yeah. Or the misconduct thing.
Oh yeah, that just got not talked about.
Yeah, all that hush money. Yeah. I bet she got a crazy bag.
Oh,
a crazy bag.
Probably came from Patrick, NFL.
Yeah,
his dad.
Yeah,
everyone.
She got enough money to where she could retire. She got enough money. She probably retired.
Oh, yeah. That little restaurant she was working at.
Yeah. All of a sudden. Yeah. All of a sudden. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy out here. Man.
Let me talk about her.
Yes.
In the Super Bowl.
Enough. They're going to talk about her more times than we can stand.
Pregame. Oh, is Taylor here?
I will say if Detroit would have got in, the Eminem and Taylor Swift thing would have been it wouldn't even been a football game. It would have been fun to watch, but it would have been there's Eminem. Oh, there's Taylor Swift. Eminem's up there. There's Taylor Swift. But
yeah.
Eminem's a little different, yeah.
Right. And Josh, I totally agree, bro. Because he and I were actually watching the game. Yeah, it is rigged.
It happens.
The NFL makes money having these people in these games. Like, if it were up to me, we would probably be watching Lions Ravens in the Super Bowl if it was up to me.
Yeah, I think.
But no one's going to tune in for that.
To me, we're watching Philly and the Falcons.
Philly and Falcons?
Oh yeah,
Falcons.
In the Super Bowl, yeah.
No, say that again. Say that again.
Falcons. Play each
other. Sorry.
No, that's all. Ravens. Ravens.
Ravens.
No, not Ravens. Philly and
Chiefs.
No.
You thinking of a bird?
No, I'm just thinking the shittiest.
Oh,
Browns? Texans?
Browns are kind of scary though. Texans are kind of scary.
The Broncos?
Give me the Broncos.
Or the Patriots this year. Give me the Patriots. Let's freaking go, bro. We're in it.
Hey, yo, mute his mic.
Zappy and
oh hell no!
For the game of their lives.
100%.
Actually, I think I still haven't recovered from this past season. I don't want to see Philly on the screen right now.
I was gonna say for your mental health.
Yeah,
Philly game.
Yeah, no, for my mental health, no, really, because if Philly lost again, I don't. I don't think I could be on a pod no more.
No, it's understandable.
I mean, I'd still do the pod. Just have to give me a week.
Gonna take a little mental break.
I don't think I could be there. But continuing with the news, Browns hire former Bills OC Ken Dorsey as their new OC.
Speaking of Ken Dorsey, yeah.
So, bro did get a second chance, so we'll see how well he does in Cleveland.
With the Deshaun Watson question mark. I mean, I guess they have to.
Yeah.
You can't. Nothing else you can do.
I mean, there's no way in hell you're gonna put Joe Flacco out there.
You're just not getting off that contract.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
Mm-mm. So, they posted this report twice. Ravens wide receiver Zay Flowers on fumbling would-be touchdown and lost to Chiefs. Quote, I'll learn from my mistakes.
Notice how they didn't talk about the fucking
fumble in the end zone? Yeah.
That rule.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the touchback rule, and everyone bitches about it, but then it happens, and they're like, that's the rule right there. Yeah, I know that's... Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yep. That's a good point.
Jeez. I mean, it's so obvious.
Zay Flowers is getting the flack because that whole drive was on him.
Yeah.
Miscue. He did have, 80% of the yards for that team.
He did.
He did catch that touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
The taunting, that's a rookie mistake.
Yeah, that is.
Your head got too big.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest rule.
With the taunting?
Yeah.
That one was a little far because I think it was L'Jarius Sneed. He pushed his shoulder over and pushed him.
He had him wrapped up and grabbed him by the legs.
He was still holding on to his leg.
Yeah.
So then he just did that, but this whole standing over him, like he dunked on him and won, that was unnecessary. Hell no, because if someone did that to us, hell no.
It's still the dumbest rule.
It is. I totally agree because it's the same thing in basketball. That's a tech.
Yeah.
That's a tech.
Well, it's like this. I would almost.
What's up?
Everything's a tech in the NBA.
No, but I'm saying though. Yeah. No, I totally agree. I see it, but not in that moment.
It's heightened because it's a playoff game too.
But 15 yards?
Yeah.
That was a 15-yard penalty off of that. That was crazy.
I wouldn't have called that because the Chiefs got a lot of calls in that game.
Oh, yeah.
So I wouldn't have called it.
They will always have their hands held.
Yeah. Him fumbling, rule or not rule, him reaching over with like 2-3 defenders around him, not the smartest idea.
I mean, I get it because he was trying to extend the ball to the goal line. But at that moment, it was just like, honestly, you tuck it and just run the ball in.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You definitely trying to make a play because they needed that. But at that moment, as soon as that fumble, I was like, yeah, they're game over.
It's a bang bang play, but also Lamar, like I said, Lamar gets a lot of the flack.
Yeah.
He should. That one pick he threw, bad decision.
Mm.
Ugly pick.
I mean, we're not going to talk about the PI that was on that call that didn't get called.
Yeah, that one too.
Laid out.
That was what Isaiah Likely. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like two people on him.
Oh yeah, and it was a terrible decision.
Yeah.
Played that shit all game. But
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Your defense wasn't the issue. You held them to 17 points.
Right.
But it is weird when you bring that up because
they didn't score second half.
They scored 3 points.
Yeah, that Tucker got that last second field goal. Then they went for the onside and didn't get it.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Yeah, they went. Yeah, they flatlined.
Yeah,
they flatlined.
But when you think about it, it brings up a good point. You guys said is like the second half of the season, the two hottest teams were Buffalo and Baltimore,
and
the Chiefs were not in the discussion.
No.
And what happened? They beat them both.
That's why I was just so surprised because that first play, it's like that first drive. All their first drives are never that clean and coordinated at all.
No,
it was always either 3 points or 3 and out.
Oh, it was smooth. It was like bang, bang, bang.
I was like,
hit him.
So that's why I was so confused. I was like, so where was this all season?
Yeah,
y'all had the same
you guys
weapons.
Just remembered. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it just seemed so off to me that all of a sudden it was like, oh well, we got the game when it counted the most.
You could also talk about the Kadarius Toney thing.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. So Andy Reid, all the guys that he's brought onto the team, he eventually has problems with. Well, not he necessarily, but say Le'Veon Bell. He and Le'Veon Bell didn't. Le'Veon Bell barely saw the field when he got signed as a Chief.
Was he a Chief?
Yeah, he was a Chief for like 5 minutes. He was still on the team. But he never got utilized. I get it. Tony has literally lost y'all games. I totally get it, but what's the real?
He also wasn't like, hey, he's not hurt or anything. He just asked,
right?
And he's not playing the game. He was like, he's having some whatever he said.
There was a family. I think his
bit.
chick was pregnant. Is his chick not pregnant?
Honestly, they listed him as he was unable to play due to a knee or ankle injury.
I think there was it was like a personal and a knee, but I guess the knee wasn't good enough anyway. So
right.
They just do the personal.
And then that's when he called Cap. But I was like, I didn't realize he was hurt. I didn't know he was hurt.
He wasn't.
So something happened in the locker room for him to get a DNP, which
makes full sense.
Right.
I played the entire season.
Right.
Didn't catch anything. Dude stepping over the line, staring at the ball like.
Yeah. Because a lot of those offside calls were him.
100%. The one that did it cost him the game?
That one did.
Yeah.
The offside one did.
Yeah.
Because then that was when. Who
Patrick
caught that? That was Travis caught it, threw it to Kadarius, and he ran for the touchdown.
Yeah.
They called it back, and then that was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then that was the game against the Bills where Bro could have just said GGs, and he just basically just said go F yourself.
Are you gonna call that Can't call that.
How you gonna call that man? That's so good.
Yeah.
And then he wanted to talk about, it's
Can't call it whatever. How it's he? I don't know how he talks. I can't. He's got like the southern accent with like the Kermit voice. I don't really know, but they just become more and more unlikable.
The Chiefs.
Yes,
and
as the weeks go.
And since we're talking about the Chiefs, then we'll get back to the updates. So Justin Tucker came out with, they asked him what that whole skirmish was before the game. Justin didn't think nothing of it. He thought it was just friendly banter, but apparently Kells and Mahomes was on some other type of timing.
Yeah, bro, I'm fighting.
Oh yeah,
you're not chucking my helmet.
Oh yeah, that too, and kicking my tee. Nah, what's good?
And Tucker handled it with
as
class as he always is. He's very classy. He was just kind of like, I've always been doing that. He was like, I moved my helmet because Patrick asked me to, and I guess I wasn't far enough, and Kelsey chucked it. That's exactly what he said. So that's another pick in the we don't like the Chiefs.
So now I gotta go with the 49ers, even though they was dogging Philly, talking about Philly this, Philly that, but
this is
no real talk. I was gonna hit the chat and be like, so is anybody interested in the Super Bowl? But I was just like, we're gonna talk about it.
It's gonna be a good game for football purposes. I mean, it'll be an entertaining game, but also one of these teams has to win.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
I think in this situation, I'd rather the 49ers winning over the Chiefs because there's no way. I'd rather. I mean, the NFL would look better. I mean, the NFL obviously wants the Chiefs to win.
Yeah.
But I think for the fans' perspective, we really want the 49ers.
Yeah. But could you still...
as a Philly fan, I don't know. They're just going to run their mouth the whole fucking time.
So you're going to go with the team that beat us last year? Or are you going to go with the team that just so happened to beat us in the offseason because we were playing like trash and they blew us out the water?
You know how many conversations are going to be had about how Mahomes is the greatest football player ever if they win?
Right. So then why not go for the 49ers so they can put a stop to that stuff?
I mean, technically Brock Purdy beating Mahomes is kind of funny.
Exactly. Mr. Irrelevant versus a two-time Super Bowl winning champ.
The game manager beats the greatest or one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. I think it's funny. But
like a desert storm.
Yeah. No, I get it. Dog, trust, because at first when the Lions lost, I was like, all right, this is what we have to deal with. But now that we're talking about it, I'd much rather the 49ers come back, get clapped next year after winning the Super Bowl because I don't think they're going to repeat.
No.
I don't think they're going to repeat.
And another thing, too, is if the Chiefs win, that's a repeat.
Right.
Which is a dynasty.
Exactly.
They're already talking about dynasty, but you really got to repeat dynasty. That's my
take
on it. But...
So take it like this, right? Because now the NFL, I think next year the NFL will have a different look with all these quarterbacks coming in. So now it's going to be more competitive. So now, depending on if the AFC loads up with new quarterbacks that's in this draft, they could give them a run for their money. And I doubt they're going to change anything on that team next year.
And you think, if you look at it, 2 of the 3 teams that are drafting in the top 3 are in the NFC.
Right.
So they're going to get difference makers, whether it's Marvin Harrison or it's Caleb and then Drake May.
Right.
I mean, the NFC is going to look different.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's and you see how C.J. Stroud did.
Right.
C.J. Stroud took a Texans team that was nothing.
Exactly.
And took them to the playoffs.
And so now that's going to be that's honestly the trend that's the NFL is going on next season. So then think about the Chiefs. Is Kells coming back?
Yeah. He's
contemplating retirement at least after every other game. If he retires, that whole offense needs an overhaul.
Yes. He retires, and then you're dealing with Rashee Rice and MVS, and they really don't have the cap space to go out and get T. Higgins or trade for someone. I mean, the problem with Mahomes, I'll give him his flowers just for this little section. He does elevate bad talent.
Right.
He's similar to Brady in that sense.
Right.
The only thing I'll give him with the Brady comparison is that he's taking bottom of the league receivers and he took the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, I mean, I'll give him that.
But the most of the success from this team has always been Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
You do not have a number 2 because you traded him. Or no, I'm sorry. You released him with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
So
the security blanket is
right.
Kelce,
so it's you're straight up just relying on raw talent of who you sign on this
Mhm.
team. So that's why I'm thinking get the 49ers, let the 49ers win the Super Bowl, let the Chiefs figure out if they're not rebuilding, but what pieces they're putting in next season. And then
You also only have so much time left with Andy Reid.
Exactly, because there were also reports too that he was on the fence. If it's anything about Kels or Chiefs winning, I'm gonna close this. Or I'm gonna turn this stream off. Oh my god! All right, we out.
Hear me out.
Bro, I ain't trying. I'm playing. Yeah, no.
Chiefs
Go ahead.
Win.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey retires.
Mm-hmm.
On a Super Bowl win.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Reid retires.
Mm-hmm.
Into the Chiefs.
My only constant is Pat Mahomes.
Yeah. I mean, that's
so it's like, and I totally I get it, but I think it's just more the fact that I don't want that to win. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
I don't want that.
I can't stomach.
I not real spill. I do not want that team to win.
Either, but
no, I get it.
That's the
I'm looking at longevity.
Right, because basically they go out like Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Like they just win that one Super Bowl and they just
over.
They leave on that note. Honestly, I think
guys, don't leave me.
I think 49ers close it out, and that puts the Chiefs in a situation where now they have to rebuild. So now it puts Kels in the hot seat. Andy got to make a choice, and now that makes that franchise go out and get people.
They also have a big question mark with Chris Jones being a free agent.
Right.
Your best defensive player
Seeing as how they didn't they only got his 1-year contract done like week 1.
Now he's unrestricted, so you gotta
right.
I don't think it was week 1. I think it was week 2.
No, it was week 1 because he missed the first game. He came back the second game.
Yeah, because they beat and you could tell there was a clear
difference. Exactly. Thank you, because I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, because they lost to the Lions, and we were like, damn, that defense looks awful.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and then bro came back, and now look at him.
Your inside lineman going up the middle. I mean,
going crazy.
Yeah.
Andy help.
Right.
Andy help.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I think I don't want the Chiefs to win. I get what you're saying though. It's like, but the thing is, I don't ever see the chapter closing as long as Mahomes is the quarterback.
Right.
It's the same thing in Buffalo. It's like, yes, they have a lot of questions, but also you do have a top 5 quarterback at the helm. So you do always kind of figure it out in that sense.
But that team will look different once Andy Reid leaves, because look how the glaring difference between when Brady was with Adrian. Freak was the coach's
Bruce
name?
Arians.
Bruce Arians versus how it looks with Baker and Todd Bowles. 2 different teams.
Yeah.
So if Andy leaves, keep Mahomes, that's gonna be a different team.
Oh yeah.
All across the board.
The only thing to like, and it's not like it's the same conversation, but it's a little different. The GOAT talk, which is getting very rampant now, it's getting hot. He lost to Brady twice in the playoffs. He's never beat Brady in the playoffs.
And we're using the term too loosely nowadays, anyways. The GOAT.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's. It was part of my take was like, he's like not in the GOAT talk, but he's entered the chat.
I mean, I could see someone, if they come up to me and they're like, he's a top 10 quarterback of all time.
He's like a top 5.
If he wins this, then they'll definitely improve his stock. If he wins this Super Bowl, he'll definitely go up there.
I think he jumps Montana if he wins the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it becomes 1-2 Brady Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
How many does he have?
2.
Yeah.
So if he wins this one, then we can put him.
It's his age. He's 28.
Right.
He has another 10 years.
Right.
So that's why I think people are putting him up there.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he starts faltering. If it's like, loses divisional, loses conference championship, loses divisional, loses Super Bowl, then it's like, you're not Tom Brady.
Right.
But
he's not gonna.
No. They're only
for how many years?
Yeah, 20, 22.
Too damn long.
I give him maybe 10.
I'd say
Yes.
I'd say we will wait later in his career, because same thing that happened with Tom, injuries started plaguing him.
Yeah, but Pat runs way more.
He plays more physical.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so that's why I want to give him a couple more years just to see, because he hasn't suffered any crazy injuries that affected his gameplay.
And when you take the legs out of Mahomes, it doesn't make him significantly worse, but it takes an element out of his game.
He's his element.
Yeah, that O-line crumbles, he's out of the pocket.
Right.
Something happened, waiting for someone to get open, he runs.
Versus throwing the ball away.
Exactly.
And
he's got a cannon of an arm, so that's why I'm saying you could leave him as a pocket passer, and he's still going to be phenomenal, but it takes like a whole dimension out of it, which is, it's interesting. You could, like I said, see how the injuries pile up, like you said.
I'd say just give it like later into his career.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy too, because you think Brady tore his ACL in 2008 and then played 12, 13 years after that.
He was never really a scrambler.
No, he's never a scrambler.
So it's just like, I mean...
Yeah, but little runs.
Yeah.
Not to... I mean, I think like him running was like the equivalent of Peyton, because Peyton barely ran. And
then when they would run, it was like, I have to run.
Freaking...
Yeah, it's not like play design.
Right.
Peyton still had the dirtiest fake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was gross.
He just walked in.
Yeah. Omaha.
You see the Eli thing where he's like, I said that first?
He said Omaha first?
Omaha first.
Oh, I didn't know.
08? There's like video of him. Omaha.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. So Dan Campbell defends fourth down decisions, discusses quote uncharacteristic play and second half collapse. Yeah, CJ doing that wave off definitely was the
GG.
Yeah, I think bro should have just, I mean, I get it. So actually let's talk about the beef real quick. So this obviously stems back from when Philly played 49ers back in the championship game last season. So I do not understand. It's similar like rappers and art and athletes, they go hand in hand. Every time they got some beef, they go straight to Instagram Live.
Yep.
CJ was on Instagram Live saying that Debo ain't really like that. He is mad because what's up?
Just a running back.
That too.
Yeah.
Yep. And stuff like that. And then I like Debo's response. Basically, that game sucks. That's gonna come out. Right? It's gonna be trash. But Debo basically said that he's just mad because he didn't get a bag. I mean, which is true because he got a 1 year.
Yeah.
So
he waited out for it.
Right.
Get what he wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
So we got to throw money into the situation, but obviously this stems from last season. I think CJ making some rivals with some of these dudes. I think bro should have just waited. But also, I'm sorry, I got to give it to Dan Campbell. It was just a lot of bad decisions that game that really just cost him.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of people before that game that said, be careful with Dan Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's like, run and gun, like, all or nothing. And it cost him. I mean, we wouldn't have talked about it if, Josh Reynolds would have caught it, or that interception was caught.
Or the fumble.
Or the fumble. It's just a lot.
I just think, just when it mattered, it was on Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
But I mean, stuff like that happens all the time. Fumble, missed interception, drops, that stuff happens. But the play calling to put him in a position, I have to give it to Dan Campbell. Yellow.
And there's times, though, because the Patriots did that against the Colts in, I think, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
4th and 1. They were on their own. It was a tie game. They were on their own, like 30. Went for it on 4th and 1. Didn't get it. Colts won. That was the year they won the Super Bowl.
Right.
You guys had Doug Peterson would go for it all the time, and it would work typically.
Right.
Like the Philly special. What if that didn't work?
Oh God, y'all would.
That would have been clown. Yeah, that would have been clown. They would have been like, what the hell was he trying to do?
But it was actually funny that y'all tried to do it. So
I know.
It worked out.
It
worked out for us.
It wasn't exactly smart.
It worked out for us, but
it did. But there's decisions in these games where you have to have big balls and go for it.
Right.
And if they would have lost by...
Ooh, so can we talk about, since we're talking about some big huevos, can we talk about the Seahawks, Pats?
On the goal line?
Yeah.
Marshawn's still salty about that, as he should be.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would have threw Russ under the bus.
Yeah.
I mean, what? Pete called that up so Russ could look like the superhero.
I put that on Pete, though.
Which is true, but it's still like, what the fuck?
Pete got a pass because they won the Super Bowl the year before.
I don't give a fuck.
I know, but like he would have probably been gone if they wouldn't have made it. Like let's say they would have lost in the divisional round the year before.
Yeah,
if that happens, he would not have lasted.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, he would have been up out of there.
Super Bowl they have is under Pete and Russ's hands.
Yeah,
so,
and then the demolishing of the Broncos. That was the only one.
Yeah, it's
in the OC days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, no, that play, I mean, everything kind of come together correctly, too. Like, Malcolm Butler just reached over, and it was like poetry.
There's no coming together correctly for that play. There's one dude.
Yeah.
Well,
it's Pete.
You had him on the bench.
No, it's Pete's fault that happened, but, like, Belichick calling that play and Malcolm Butler having the presence of mind to get in front of him, it was... But, yeah, it was on Pete. Just hand the ball off to... You have Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, he's quick, dude.
It wasn't like we were talking about freaking, I don't know, Melvin Gordon or something. Like, it's freaking... No, I'm not trying to throw a straight at Melvin Gordon.
No, that was needed. That straight was needed because he was talking reckless to Philly after they won.
He said, I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, he was talking reckless. So that was... No, that man wanted a crazy-ass bag, and he couldn't hold on to the ball.
Fumble. He lost so many jobs.
Yes. And never once did bro be like, I need to work on my ball handling.
I know. I would have been doing drills the whole training camp on ball handling skills.
Oh man.
Hold on to the ball.
Hold on to the ball.
You can't make that up. But no, I get it. Dan Campbell is known for that, but I mean you just there's some certain times where you just gotta play it. Just got to be conservative.
Be smart, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You got a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and it's been 60 years.
Yeah.
Just do, yeah.
Right.
Just play smart.
So, Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson, quote, not frustrated but angry about loss to Chiefs in the AFC Championship game.
They kind of go together, don't they?
Yeah.
Frustrated and angry?
Not frustrated, but I'm angry.
Yeah.
Wait. Lamar, wait.
Except for all the schooling right here.
New Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh admits that he was, quote, starstruck meeting Justin Herbert.
The glazing is crazy.
I don't know how to feel about bro coming to the NFL. I low-key think he should have stayed at Michigan.
He was fine in San Francisco. They didn't win. But
right.
I would have stayed in college.
Yeah.
He
said that he got there.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, oh, this feels like home.
He also played there. We forget about
right.
that. We played in San Diego, but same franchise.
I mean, I get it. If you go where the money is, I mean, I totally understand. But I'm like, now Michigan will not look the same next year. So everybody that was
their OC got promoted to head coach.
Well, never mind. That was Alabama.
Yeah, their OC got promoted to head coach, and their OC was fine. He made JJ McCarthy look pretty good. That fucking scrub.
I'm not coming back.
I think it's a good
running backs made him look good.
They need that team.
They needed a
offensive mind. It's like,
but they also need MFs who can stay on the field.
They do. They need Eckler to not run like an 80-year-old lady, and they need Mike Williams to not tear his ACL every other year.
Mike Williams is a stud, bro.
I love Mike Williams.
I think he's just one of those athletic freaks that just get plagued with injuries.
And Keenan Allen's on the back end of his career. I say that even though he had a good year last year.
I mean, I can't tell.
I know.
I couldn't tell.
He got drafted in 13 or 14.
Yeah.
I was like,
I couldn't tell.
But no, that Justin Herbert deserves a offensive-minded coach.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Brandon Staley.
100%.
Because Brandon Staley wasn't even offensive minded. He was a DC before. But I think it's a good hire. What do you have to lose if you're Los Angeles?
Nothing.
You get a big name in there.
Yeah.
You get someone that's happy to be there.
Right.
That offensive minded, played for the Chargers. I think it's a perfect hire for them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just worried about he was run heavy in Michigan.
Jim, yeah.
Run heavy. So.
But I mean, they also had the backs for it.
Yeah.
They had the backs for it. And J.J. McCarthy is not Justin Herbert, so they did have to kind of tailor it to him.
Where's they going to try to get him? His backs.
Oh, I could see Blake going there in the back end of the third or fourth. He's not going to be a high-end first-round pick. But
maybe second.
Yeah, second or third.
He could win the national championship.
But yeah, that's a good hire for them. We do need to talk about. I don't know. I'm going to wait to see if you get to it, but yeah, we'll see because there's the big one that came out today.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about?
Let's see. So we talked about that. Steelers president Art Rooney II supports Mike Tomlin. Says has quote had enough of playoff win drought. So obviously, yeah, Steelers president supports him. He's just tired of them losing. But
Tomlin's a good coach. It's just they just really don't feel the very good
put
team.
some talent around him, and y'all won't be having this conversation.
Yeah.
One of the Chiefs defensive linemen, Charles Omen.
Oh, he tore his ACL.
Yeah, confirmed.
Yeah.
So he will not be playing in the Super Bowl. Chargers expected to hire Ravens director of player personnel, Joe Ortiz, as new general manager. Let's see. Falcons hired Jimmy Lake as defensive coordinator, retained Marquise Williams as special teams coordinator. OBJ on season with Ravens. Quote, I know that I can still play football.
His dad, I don't think it's going to be in there. His dad was throwing shots at
oh yeah,
Lamar too. Of course he is.
Yeah.
OBJ's dad.
Oh yeah, we just talked about the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. Quote, Kadarius Toney's injury, quote, not made up by any means. Let's see.
Huh?
The injury wasn't made up.
That's what
Andy Reid said.
Oh, that's what Andy Reid said.
Mm-hmm. Chiefs to wear home red uniforms in Super Bowl. 49ers will wear white.
Those white uniforms are clean though.
Yeah. Lions OC Ben Johnson informs Commander Seahawks he is staying in Detroit. I saw that earlier, so bro's gonna run it back.
That's what I didn't know if it was gonna be that far down, but yeah. So this opens up a weird conundrum. So people were saying that obviously they were waiting for Ben Johnson, the Lions to get bounced so they could hire him, and they thought it was going to be Washington. Washington doesn't get him now, so now the only two teams that are left are the Commanders and the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
still two out there.
What are there? 3-4 coaches left? It's either going to be Bill, which I don't think it will be, Vrabel, Dan Quinn, who's in Dallas right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They were saying Dan Quinn's going to go to Seattle. I don't know what the next
Oh, God.
But
I thought... Seahawks fans, check in.
Yeah, careful. 28-3.
Check in, please. We care about y'all mental health, because good God.
Vrabel's got to go to one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's still hanging out. I mean,
I think bro might go to Washington.
I could see Vrabel going to Washington. That would, yeah. They need a little culture change there. Yeah.
I can see him going to Washington.
Between Ron Rivera not knowing they're out of the playoffs to Vrabel being a little more mindful. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Yeah. How do you feel about being eliminated? To my knowledge, that's what? But it's not happening. Yes, Ron, it is. Dude's a dumbass.
Let's see. I know I'm gonna.
We interviewed him for OC.
I know I'm gonna mispronounce this man's name. Bills promote linebacker coach Bobby Bocci to defensive coordinator. So he was their former linebacking coach, and now he's their DC.
You boys want to get in on the Orioles purchase? $1.725 billion.
Oh.
Let me
check.
Crunch the numbers a little bit.
Oh yeah.
The offshore account. I'll check that real quick.
Yeah. Let me
I bought another mortgage in the house. It's okay.
Yeah. Let me get a little bit of stock on that.
If you guys could subscribe and donate, please.
Oh no.
We're trying to buy the Orioles.
We gotta have as much subs as the NFL YouTube page.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it.
Taylor Swift as a guest.
We got that.
Subscribe and
we got that, man. We not too far off.
We got Taylor Swift. We got Taylor Swift on next week.
The fuck?
Somebody's got a chair.
Oh man. And that is all of our news, man. That is all of our news for the NFL.
I don't think there's any baseball news.
See, hold on.
Not caught up on hockey yet.
So wow. Okay, so this year's NFL playoffs averaged 3.5 million viewers. Streaming from for the wild card, divisional, and conference championship rounds. The most watched playoff ever recorded dated back to 1988.
Is that the
Oh no, this is just like this is the wild card, divisional, and conference championship games. It was like this playoff series.
We talked about the Chiefs Bills game was like way up there,
like 50 some mil.
Yeah,
it was
insane.
Yeah,
Detroit broke some records.
Oh yeah. Yeah, basketball is not holding that type of audience anymore.
Jaylen Brown missing threes is just not hitting.
Apparently, they were saying that the dude, I forget his name, that has one arm.
Oh, don't say it.
Brown.
Okay.
No, bro. There was a report. I was like, wow, that's foul. Apparently, bro doesn't dribble with his left.
No, he doesn't have an arm. Oh.
Yeah.
He doesn't dribble with his left.
Wow.
That was what happened last year. Is every time he would go to his left,
he'd lose the ball.
Yeah,
it's funny you did that. No, it's funny. I said that because he actually tried to do behind the back snatch, and he went to his left hand, fumbled it.
Really?
Yeah, no, like that ass he just did.
Dude can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy because brings it back around.
But like him and Jaylen Brown, they might be the same. I'm not sure. Jaylen Brown has no excuses. He got paid a max contract and cannot dribble.
Good God.
We'll say it. Sounds a lot like me.
You can't dribble with your left.
Oh,
really? Well, I mean, it's okay for you, but like, it's not okay when you're getting paid 5 years.
When when this is literally your job.
I told you when I went to the Magic Celtics game.
Yeah.
He laid up with his left hand, and this kid went like this in the stands with the Celtics jersey on. He was like, "Yeah, he could do it." I was like, "Bro, he still can't."
Oh my gosh.
God, it's frustration.
Oh man.
Basketball? What?
So our final predictions for the Super Bowl. I'm thinking I got to go with the Niners. Niners with the upset. I think.
Who do I want or who?
Now, who do you think realistically on paper, everything factored in, who's winning?
I say, so without me including my want, I think 49ers have a better defense than the Chiefs. So with those pieces that they have, I think they can get out schemed. I think Kyle Shanahan runs that shit back.
That Chiefs defense beat up.
I mean, because that O-line couldn't hold him for shit, but you got Trent Williams. And that boy don't give up a sack for nothing.
I think just because it's just the momentum, I don't see the Chiefs losing. And also the 49ers last 2 games, though, have not looked good until the end.
Yeah.
They were getting worked by Green Bay. Green Bay should have won that game.
Oh, yeah, they were getting
worked by Detroit. Detroit sold that game. They haven't won. The 49ers haven't won really this year in convincing fashion. I can't remember a game where I was like, yeah, they're the team.
This year.
No, they've played.
The stream.
What?
They got like fucking 30, dude.
Yeah, besides that game, okay.
Oh yeah, so actually so he got a point because the Vikings game they had no business losing that. The Browns game that went to fucking I think OT, just because Debo and CMC was out.
Yeah.
Bengals. About this Brock Purdy, dude.
The Bengals, I think they lost that game. Yeah, that 3-game skid. Yeah, and Burrow was like a shell of himself. I think Burrow was still.
They were still going through that. Yeah, the injury, and that was.
So
and I'm not trying to throw a stray here. You just brought up the Eagles. You have no business bringing up the Eagles from this year. That is not a convincing win. You guys lost to the Jets. And you lost to the Bucks. That's not convincing. That game didn't sell me.
What are you talking about?
The 49ers beat the crap out of you guys.
Correct.
But that Eagles team...
Chat, this is the chats that we be having off camera. Now y'all see it on camera.
But this just...
It's more belligerent.
Yeah, but the Eagles this year were not convincing at all. They almost lost to the Patriots. They lost to the Jets. They lost to the Bucks. They didn't do anything to convince me. So the 49ers didn't convince me that they were a solid team by beating you guys. That was an invalid argument you just brought up. That's my problem.
That was an invalid argument that they beat us handily.
Yeah.
They also beat the brakes off the Cowboys.
The Cowboys, again. The fraudulent Cowboys.
So you're saying they didn't really play any actual
frauds.
So they didn't. So that their whole so because we actually did talk about it, they didn't really play anybody this year that like their schedule difficulty was nowhere near ours.
And they were losing to teams they shouldn't have lost.
Right.
So that's my...
Because they didn't play the Bills.
No.
They didn't play the Seahawks.
Mm-mm.
They didn't play the Chiefs. Or no.
I think they did play the
No,
Seahawks.
they played the Chiefs. They
play
played... No. Oh, duh. They're in the same fucking division. I'm stupid.
Like I swore
they didn't play the Chiefs?
I don't think they played the Chiefs. I can't remember. It's on the Chiefs. Yeah.
I don't think they played the Chiefs.
But no, either way, like they didn't. They beat teams that ended up being fraudulent in the end.
Who they beat teams that they should have?
Josh, did you clip that? Josh, send that to my. You clip that. You funny. Oh, appreciate you. You already sent it. You mad funny, bro. You mad funny.
And I'm not trying to take away from the 49ers. The 49ers are stacked. I'm just saying you brought that. The Eagles came up like I'm supposed to be impressed at you guys. I don't understand.
They beat us by how many?
So he's saying. So he's saying
exactly.
No, he's saying that we're the fraud. So that win doesn't validate. That win doesn't validate anything.
I'm saying the Eagles were the fraud.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like the Dolphins where they could, squeak by on teams that they maybe should have dominated. They whooped our ass, and they should have.
They did their job.
Exactly.
But they also didn't do their job against the Browns.
The Browns are a good football team.
Yes, but
so at the time they didn't. So they didn't have a good. They had PJ Walker.
PJ Walker.
Yes, they had PJ Walker, and PJ Walker was legit throwing duds.
I mean, like pick. Yeah, I mean,
that was when Purdy was throwing. I think he threw 2 picks, and like it was a last drive.
So Purdy did his job on the last drive of the 49ers game. The Browns got the ball back and got it to field goal range, and they kicked the field goal.
Oh, yeah,
The Vikings game is when he sold it.
Bro sold crazy in that game. He didn't
have Debo. So
I was watching that game because I needed CMC to do some damn, and they didn't do shit. They didn't do jack.
That's a game they didn't have the boo-boo.
Yeah, and that's when we realized that this offense doesn't function without Debo. We didn't discredit you. We just like, wow, they can't do jack.
Everybody's like hype about Brock Purdy, and I'm like, I don't think he's really that good.
I think it was just more the fact that they got CMC. So it's just like,
look who's around.
I mean, I get it though.
That pass to Ayuk, it was someone trolled him on Twitter, and they were like, "Yeah, you guys are going to discredit Brock now because that pass was so underthrown and it bounced off the helmet."
But can we also talk about how Lamar also caught his own pass?
Yeah.
That shit was sick.
Yeah, that was.
I totally, bro. Doink, bro, caught it.
Like
First down.
5, 6, 7 yards.
That was clean.
Yeah,
because that was a clear pick.
Oh yeah,
that was a clear pick.
Yeah, that would have been.
I saw 3 dudes hovering around. I was like, ah, shit.
And that's the thing with Lamar is like he's just very aware of what's going on. I mean, not a lot of quarterbacks would have done that. They would have been like, oh damn, I got tips.
I know Jalen would have let that shit. I'm not going home.
He's like, oh man,
bro. In the storms of adversity,
give me the ball if I want.
Lane Johnson probably would have caught that.
Chelsea.
I think Jordan Mailata would have told it that joint.
We need to get him the ball.
Put him in those little plays.
Fullback.
He used to play rugby.
Yeah,
lace the dudes out.
Get him on them 4th and 1s.
100%. Just give him the ball.
F the brotherly shove. Give Mailata the ball. That boy gonna be trucking dudes. That's what we need to do.
Bring the fridge back.
Right. Oh man, that is. But to go back to what we were talking about, I definitely do agree. Their schedule wasn't crazy enough, like ours was, to prove like they obviously won the games that they needed to. But yes, we were playing very fraudulent. I do agree. But the Cowboys has always been fraud, so we can pin that.
And they were fraudulent the last 2 playoff games.
Yeah.
Like I said, they really didn't win those games. We
got the brakes beat off of. And so I think, and again, not trying to open up any wounds. But the Giants game. So the Giants game.
Halftime show.
What are we watching?
She's bouncing umbrella. She's got 6.
No, hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 6 on them feet and
she's
2.
Spinning 2.
Huh.
Whoa, and she's turning the umbrellas.
Chat, I wish I could show y'all what we watching right now because this
Is
is
she like
on.
double joint? Oh,
No.
she turned it back the other way.
Balance.
Yeah.
So Atlanta got some crazy halftime shows. So if y'all watching us in the ATL, I think I need to hit up one of these games.
That's crazy.
They definitely not doing this at the Amway Arena. I can tell you that much. Or I'm sorry, the Kia Center.
Kia Center. Yeah.
Jeez.
Can't even get the freaking.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well.
Level car. And that was a clean.
Yeah, that was a clean transition. Got to clap it up.
Whoa.
Why are you booing me? I'm right. But going back to what we were just talking about, I think a lot of people do forget that we did get clapped by the Giants prior to us getting folded by the Buccaneers.
And
so
clapped on the ground by Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys didn't get clapped by Arizona, but on the ground.
So then we went into that game. It was already a bad game all around. Then Jalen had that injury. Then AJ Brown had that injury. So I think it was already the writing on the wall that we were not gonna get.
You could have sneaked past Tampa and then ran into Detroit. You would have been like,
yeah, we just played trash football. So at this point, it is what it is.
Told y'all, man, about 6 weeks ago, man.
You did.
I think Jalen just needs to get out of his stoic issues and become a leader. And I think that DeAndre Swift, I hope he resigns because that'll be a bad look for us. But other than that,
is he from Philly?
Yeah, but
he wants to play.
Well, you know how we are in running backs. I mean, unless you Brian Westbrook or LaShawn McCoy, I mean, we brought you.
Yeah.
We brought D'Amico Ryans in for. I'm sorry, no, who was it? Not D'Amico Ryans. DeMarco Murray. Yeah, we brought him in. Wow, I can't.
He forgot how to play running back when he got to you guys.
I mean, we didn't really have the offense that was suited for a running back. I mean, he was 1,000-yard rusher.
He was also used to 1,000.
Yeah.
We did not have that a lot.
Yeah. Oh hell no. Yeah, we were more of a what was it, that 10 seconds or less offense with Chip Kelly.
Hurry up.
Sheesh. I mean, that was the only thing I liked about Chip Kelly, the fact that he kept the offense on the defense on their feet with that.
Chip? What is Chip even doing?
I think he's UCLA. Stay his ass over there, because I still don't fuck with bro. If he come back, I hope we beat the brakes off his team. And seeing how we playing, actually we got a new coordinator, so it's straight. Yeah. Keep his sorry ass over there. UCLA fans, if y'all hear me, man, F Chip Kelly. That's all I gotta say.
I don't think he's done anything over there either.
No.
Not to my knowledge.
No.
Get a bowl game for winning how many games?
Good question.
We didn't make the bowl game this year. It's okay.
Yeah, how many wins do you need to make a bowl game?
6.
You got 5?
That's crazy. Oh, shout out to Jalen Hurts. Shout out to Jalen Hurts and Darius Slay for making the Pro Bowl. So with the Pro Bowl, those guys making the Pro Bowl, I saw on Facebook that the Philly page, they were like, yeah, these dudes didn't deserve to make the Pro Bowl. I'm just like, I mean, I couldn't tell.
Little play Slay?
Big play Slay. Big play Slay. Don't get it fucked up.
0 play Slay.
Don't get it.
James Bradbury deserves the flack. I'm sorry.
Oh, 100%. 110%. I mean, Slay did what he had to do. Bradbury was the reason why half these dudes scored. Gonna keep it a bug with you.
So we take it back to Seattle.
Juju was right.
Threw the ball to him every time.
Bro got exposed.
That last drive, I'm pretty sure he. Yeah, it was. I think
bro was getting cooked. Bro was getting cooked.
Some of it was double coverage, but he was involved in every play.
If you had CJ up over the middle helping his ass out, bro wouldn't be getting burned.
It was a security blanket.
Literally, all you need was CJ out there. No disrespect to Blankenship, but look, man.
Ryan Dawkins, I know he can still play. Come back.
Bro's still jacked, so I think he can.
Let's get Malcolm Jenkins back. You're going way too far back.
Hell no, bro was spot on.
No, but when did Brian Dawkins retire? Was that not like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Malcolm Jenkins retired, what, like a couple years ago? 2, 3
Like right after the Super Bowl. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think like a season after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually went somewhere else, I think.
He went to the Saints, did he not?
He went back to the Saints.
Oh, he went back and then he retired.
Yeah.
Like 2, 3 years.
Man, get freaking Weapon X out here, bro. Man, we ain't no disrespect to Malcolm Jenkins, bro. We need somebody like some fire in that freaking team. I'm sick of Jalen sitting up here.
Yeah.
I don't think bro got.
He's like a hype guy on the side.
I don't know. I think like.
He was a little crawl at the time.
I mean, that shit was sick, and he had the little grass joint too. Throw the grass out. Like, no, I'm thinking Ray Lewis. You know, like a little patch of grass. No, I'm definitely thinking Ray Lewis. Definitely thinking Ray Lewis. My fault. I was watching some stuff
He used
on.
to crawl and then get up.
Yeah,
And then
yeah. Never forget John Henderson smacking his freaking head against the wall, bro. That man was an animal. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
He got smacked in the face.
Yeah.
Smack up, come on, man.
Come on, man. Yeah, let's go. Like, these dudes are sick.
That little white dude.
Oh, wow. Are you okay?
These dudes are sick,
sure?
man.
Like shaking.
Yeah.
Man. But yeah, man, that's really it. We just really wanted down. We're not hosting the Super Bowl here like we did. I mean, 'cause
Yeah.
Philly ain't.
Yeah.
No Philly,
What's that?
no party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I figured,
Yeah,
No,
taking
yeah, no,
the day off.
yeah, no. So, did y'all plan on wanting to do anything, or y'all just chilling?
I'm trying to see if I think we can get a few people over. So I mean, I would have people over at my place.
Okay.
I
mean, because it's totally up to y'all. I didn't know if it want to do anything stream related or just watch it.
Yeah, I'll see. I don't know.
Because honestly, I think we'll just watch.
Yeah, it's not going to be like it is still. I mean, as we're all football fans, it still is a Super Bowl.
Yeah, we'll still watch it.
To not watch
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm just not like I'm just not locked in.
Okay.
Like
I'm gonna be in bed on time.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. So we'll definitely be watching the Super Bowl, but won't be on the pod.
We won't. We will. What we got? Pro Bowl is this coming up week.
Yeah.
And then Super Bowl after that. So.
Yeah. And then we got All-Star Weekend coming up next month.
Yep.
So for basketball, and then now we'll start getting into playoff seeding, and it actually starts picking up.
And then once February ends, in March is going to be
March Madness,
NFL free agency.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have stuff to talk about.
But
February is going to be a little dry, but
we'll definitely go live for the draft.
Yes, again.
Because definitely got to get this man's reaction when Bill,
We're
or
top
I'm
three.
sorry, not Bill, when Draw. Actually, Draw might not
Gerard
trade.
shouldn't mess it up.
I don't think he'll
Gerard, I don't think he's
trade.
gonna trade down.
I don't think he'll trade.
They know they need someone like that big. You don't have the liberty to be we can get more.
I think Bill low-key messed y'all up trading. I think he should have just picked when he had the chance.
Bill low-key left that franchise a little messy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of holes in that team.
Oh, 100%.
You wonder why.
Yeah. All them rugby players, y'all.
All them rugby lacrosse guys.
Them practice squad dudes that could have been, some signing.
They're XFL players anywhere else, but they're starting.
Oh yeah, we do have XFL coming up, and they did the merger. Yeah, they did the merger.
Is it the UFL?
USFL.
Okay, yeah,
They merged,
yeah.
what is it called now?
USFL.
Yes, USFL.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
United States Football League.
Mm-hmm. So we'll definitely have that. So that'll get us through the off season. Definitely forgot about that.
Does Orlando have a team still?
No, it's the UFL. It's the USFL and the XFL merged to make the UFL.
Mm.
And then
Orlando does not have a team.
And then we'll also have Summer League too.
Yes.
Summer League too. So we will definitely have some dry patches, but I mean the USFL definitely being in the midway definitely will get us through. And then I keep forgetting we also have the Olympics coming up as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think we'll definitely be good this offseason.
We will. Yeah.
We're in good hands.
I didn't know. I think they do the Olympics like every 100 years. Same place.
Oh, they do it in
Because in
Paris?
1924 it was in Paris.
Mm.
Yeah.
So 2096 we'll get Atlanta again. If Atlanta's still out there.
2096.
Jeez.
Well, they had one in California.
The Los Angeles one was, I think, 1980 something.
Mhm.
Yeah, 70 or 80. But yeah, so yeah, we got stuff coming up.
Yeah, so I think we'll be good this offseason. But you guys have anything else you want to talk about? Anything caught y'all eye? Yeah, work has been picking up for me, so I'm just
Yeah.
football, and then if I see something, I'll be like, that's all I got.
Yeah.
I like listen to my phone all day, so I'm just playing podcasts.
Yeah.
That's how I get caught up.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna what I can actually do now, so for like clips and stuff, I can pull it up on this computer. And like if someone has any like hot takes or like anything like on pod,
okay. Yeah.
so now we can actually play it, so we can actually talk about it.
Oh, nice.
So I can have like this multiple clips up, so then when we get to that segment, we could just play it.
Get in there. Okay.
So
you can also bring back those old segments we used to do.
Oh yeah.
It was slow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Top 5 wide receivers.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's actually what I was planning for us to do when it started getting slow. We could bring up like most of those conversations we missed this past season, or like
top 5 receivers going into this season.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Yeah. So definitely. But we definitely appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I know it's a short stream. We were definitely getting into the end of football. College football ended a while ago. Now NFL, one more game. Now we're getting into basketball. I'm definitely going to be branching out, watching different sports, because I know hockey is still in full effect. I'm going to start watching some hockey games. I know Devin's itching for baseball to come back around. I'll definitely be watching baseball, because all these major teams or all these major leagues are starting to look a little You know, so definitely got to diversify it. So I'll definitely be tuning into all of them. Hell, at this point, I'll watch some competitive tennis.
Honestly,
at this point,
I don't know about it.
Yeah, we'll watch some tennis.
I'll watch it at this point.
We'll watch some lacrosse.
Lacrosse, yes, and soccer. When's soccer coming back up?
Oh,
I think soccer still no.
I probably won't be tuning into soccer, but I mean,
I'll watch some soccer at this point, bro.
World Cup. I pay attention to like World Cup, but that's about it.
Inter Miami or whatever.
Yeah, I just need my sports fix. That's
anything.
I'm a what's a good word to say right now? Yes.
Yeah.
He's fiending.
He's fiending.
Fiending.
Sports,
thank you, because you know, because you two really be out here sniping folks for certain words we say.
Yeah, we're about to be picking up some obscure sports.
And I like what we're doing over here, so I want y'all to know that we're here.
We are here.
Right. Yeah, Miles, can't believe it's February, bro. Like, I remember when it was Thanksgiving, then Thanksgiving turned into Christmas, Christmas turned into New Year's, and now it's February.
We get like 3 days off, and it's like, oh, sorry, don't get another one for another 6 months.
Right. And then watch, because now we're doing everything during the off season. By the time we look up, football started back, and then. But we'll definitely have a setup before then, so we'll definitely have everything looking right. So this will be the actual podcast lounge, and can't wait for that, man. But we definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. Yo, Miles, appreciate you tuning in, bro. But we actually about to log off. Short stream today. Nothing too crazy in the sports media, but as y'all know, as we get off the air, something crazy about to go off
tomorrow or Thursday,
or like in the next hour.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know how it works.
Who knows?
So once that happens, we'll definitely report. But till then, catch us next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We appreciate y'all for coming through. Appreciate those who voted. I definitely agree. Dan Campbell was.
Yes.
Dan Campbell gotta, take the flack, but nonetheless, it's 4th and 0. We out of here.
I don't